Hello, everyone. Today we will watch a scene from the novel.
Eredità di Sangue, Between Loyalty and Shadow. The family tests its sons, and we wish you enjoy watching.
Scene 2. After some time, Tivian began pushing her brother Sylvian's wheelchair upstairs toward the floor their father had reserved exclusively for the two of them. That floor was quiet, unlike the rest of the grand mansion. Here, everything was calculated with precision. Every corner, every shadow, every movement followed a strict system known only to the two children and two of their aides, Dicaprinian and Aureliano, among 10 others who served them. Upon arrival, Dicaprinian carefully assisted Sylvian into his room. Then Sylvian headed to her own. There, she found Alba, the barn owl, standing before the window, her head lifted unnaturally high, as if she had no neck at all, trying to fix her field of vision. Sensing her owner's presence, Alba turned with sharp precision and fluttered lightly toward Sylvian. Sylvian raised her arm slightly. Alba landed on it, tilted her head, and closed her eyes as Sylvian gently stroked her head and whispered,
"Good girl."
She lifted her hand again, allowing Alba to return to her cage. Then Sylvian sat at her small desk, took a book from the large shelf, packed with volumes, and began to read slowly, contemplating each word, as if every letter were testing her patience and focus. A short while later, Dicaprinian knocked and entered, his voice calm but firm.
Mr. Severiano, your father wishes to see you in his office."
Sylvian rose immediately, went to inform her brother Sylvian of what had been said, then walked with measured steps toward her father's office. She knocked and entered. The man looked at her coldly, then said,
"There will be a meeting tomorrow at your grandfather's house. We must all attend, including you and Sylvian. This is not my decision, but your grandfather's. He has forced our presence. Prepare yourself appropriately."
Sylvian left the office and returned to her brother's room to relay their father's words. The following day, at exactly 8:26 p.m., everyone arrived at the grandfather's residence. As they entered, the grandfather looked directly at Sylvian, and Severiano, completely ignoring his wife and his other sons. He greeted Severiano, the candidate for the family's leadership, then led them inside, while the remaining sons felt bitterness and jealousy burn within them, having been denied even a greeting. The meeting began on the upper floor, but beneath the surface, the grandfather was testing loyalty. He knew Aureliano was unmarried and therefore unfit for leadership. He knew Domenico was married with young children and thus unsuitable. He believed Sebastian followed his wife too closely, which disqualified him. And Volkov refused leadership altogether, fearing for his children. In the end, the grandfather concluded that Severiano was the most suitable, responsible, qualified, proven loyal, and the father of grown sons and daughters capable of strengthening the family in the future. But the tests were far from over. The grandfather had planned 3 stages for the true trial. 1. Archery. 2. Handgun shooting. 3. A sudden confrontation by the guards, followed by the children fighting one another. The goal was clear: to see who would remain standing despite injury, who could endure pain, and who would reveal their true loyalty to the family. As everything was set into motion, hearts tightened, relationships were strained, loyalty was exposed, and everyone in the hall understood that blood, power, and survival were about to be tested.